Hello, everyone. Welcome into our weekly live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. Welcome, guys. I wanted to share a couple of things today on our live stream. First of all, after Thanksgiving, still in the Bay Area, there is quite a few events going on, but most of the people are still feels like celebrating. A lot of people, I know, a lot of crypto projects that went to Miami at the end of this November right now. There are a couple of conferences that are going on there. So probably by the beginning of next week, we're going to see a lot more movement going on here in terms of events, pitches, and stuff. But with that being said, even though it's pretty slow here right now this week, we were able to get the answer on the acceptance to pitch in the University of Berkeley of next week. We actually applied to pitch on the demo day of the university about 2 weeks ago, and yesterday, recently, the evening, I received a message that Grand Time was one of the 10 companies that was accepted to pitch on a demo day of in the University of Berkeley. Just so you guys understand, the demo day is when the investors are coming in to a building, basically, and companies pitch, and investors are deciding whether they are getting interested in the project. They want to go in the further due diligence with the project of finding out more information, more details on the company in general, talk about owners, the previous companies that they've built, go through a more deep understanding of the project that we're working on today. And when I'm saying a more deeper understanding, a lot of times due diligence goes in different formats. Some investors are looking at the codes of the platform. Some are more interested in the backgrounds of founders. Some funds are looking at the community sizes. It depends on the investor, whether it's an angel investor or the venture fund. The due diligence might vary. But anyways, I'm very glad that we were one of a few companies that will be pitching, and this will be happening on the 2nd, December 2nd at 6 p.m. San Francisco time. So I'll keep everybody updated. I'll be pitching there live, and hopefully, if I'll be able to, I will be able to record the pitch and the questions that investors are asking us. I know that there will be over 15 investors sitting in the room. I saw the list. There will be angel investors and funds together. Some of the big ones that I've seen is OKCoin, which is the OKX Ventures. They'll be there as well. There will be some couple of pretty big angel investors that were investing in companies that are big now in very early stages, and made their pretty big exits previously. So I like who I'm seeing there, and I'm very excited to pitch that day, and basically share this with you guys once this is done. Also, one more thing that I wanted to also cover, and I don't know if you guys saw it. Basically, it's all over the internet, on especially on Twitter, that I see it, that Binance has provided the fund of I think $1 billion to adopt crypto to help crypto industry in general, and invest in smaller projects, or the projects that they believe have a big future. And this is kind of a investment slash banking fund where you can either request an investment for the equity, or a loan that you're going to pay back. So obviously, we're raising an investment, and we're going to be applying to get funded to Binance right now, and we'll see what happens. I know that thousands of companies are applying there. Everybody's looking for a chance, just because the investment you know, processes right now are a little slower than they were even half a year or a year ago. So, but who knows? We were accepted to Berkeley, so why not to Binance? We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Uh, this is probably all that I will share. There's one more thing that I just wanted to cover again on this live stream before I answer the questions, if we have any. The messages that I saw that everybody saw in the main chat recently, which is great. Some of the participants was asking again, about the listing dates, about the IDO and stuff, and there are complaints from people that were waiting for it for a couple of months, and now are not satisfied with what they hear when we say that the listing will be postponed. Again, from the I will just repeat it one more time. From the beginning, from day one of the project, even when I was not doing live streams and Arthur was the one that was the only one that was doing them at that time, we've always said that we are here for a long term, and the listing itself, or trying to have the token price go up in a short term fast, so that some people can make money on it basically, and then crash is not our option. Our option is to get listed at the right time, and make sure that we're going to be at the right place on market, with the size that we're at, with the technical side that we have and we're working on, and overall market condition. It's not, like I said before, it's not hard to get listed, even especially now with what's going on. Exchanges are basically following projects that have some kind of users, and offering listings a lot of times for free, or even if it's not free, the prices are funny, because I'm not going to call names, but some of the exchanges, or one of the exchanges that I know, has a price of listing of $60,000 this summer, or even a little before summer, in the beginning of it. And now we got an offer to get listed there without any costs, and they promise to try to do marketing however they can. Only if the only thing that they want is us to get listed, because we have the community. So like I said, listing today, not a problem at all. This is completely a decision made by the top team not to get listed now, because it will not benefit us in a long run. Uh, this is what I wanted to share today, guys. If we have any questions, I'm ready to answer them.
Yeah, we have some questions from our participants, and the first one comes from Nikolai Borisov. Raphael, is an understanding of ICO required to get a complete understanding of blockchain technology?
Is ICO required to get understanding about the blockchain? Was that the question?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that ICO is required to understand. Understanding the what ICO is, and why companies do it before listings, or sometimes without even listings. That is something that I wouldn't say that it's required, but it's good if the user, the individual, understands what it's done for. And the topic of ICOs has been up for a very long time, from I think 2016 or 2017. A lot of people, didn't have a very good experience with ICOs, and a lot of companies are not doing them right now. And I know that a lot of, I know a couple of projects that tried to start the ICO, and it didn't go well, again because of the market today, and because of what happened to some of the projects earlier in the crypto space. In general, understanding of the process of how the certain project works is obviously important, especially if you're a part of it. Understanding the all the details, the roadmap of where the project is going, and especially the main thing is the main purpose, the main idea that the certain company, individual, community is trying to get by growing their project, by promoting their project, and trying to get more users to it. You not only have to, that this is my personal opinion. You not only have to listen to, founding team and maybe a lot of times, you would be able to, as a user, since we're in crypto and everything's open, we're chatting on Twitter, on Telegram. We're basically sharing everything. When I say something about our plans, I'm sharing it with the community all the time, just like I did today, right before answering this question. So, as talking to founders, understanding the main goal, and looking through all the paperwork that the project provides, like white paper, any kind of certificates, any kind of news that they have and they're announcing, and the current market situation, understanding all that together and deciding whether it's a good fit for you or not. This would be the main thing for any user to know before getting into any kind of project, or even buying any kind of crypto. This is my personal opinion. This is what I do before I decide whether I want to invest any money in crypto or not. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Rafael. And the next question, Rafael, how is the development of smart contracts related to blockchain technology?
There are different kinds of smart contracts, and there are different kinds of blockchain technologies as well. There are technologies that are only focused on, let's say, the security of the chain. There are projects that are, about the tokenomics. There are projects that are about community and have nothing really backing that up. That's why I was saying that it's important to get into the details a little deeper. A lot of times the project will sound cool and everything makes sense, but then when you look at the tokenomics, it doesn't really. And same thing with smart contracts. If you know how smart contracts work and you have an understanding, you can always read the smart contract and make your own decision whether you think it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. Also, smart contract is one of the regulations, let's say for the tokenomics. The smart contract can dictate of how many tokens are being issued, distributed, and predict the possible future value that you think it will get in the future. So yes, smart contracts are important, and like I said, it's a very broad question, but depending on what sector of the project you're looking at. But obviously, yes, it is important for the future of any company. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. And the third one comes from Jakub Abbas. Hello, Rafael. If there is any new project that still go ahead to get listed now, what do you think must be behind it? What do you think made them to go ahead after all and not suspending it like we did?
Yes. So first of all, answering the first question, yes, there are projects that are getting listed. Uh, I will not call names, even though I know projects that are, there are constantly projects that are getting listed. Even if you look at any exchange, there's projects that are new there almost, every week, sometimes every day. It happens all the time, and even on big exchanges as well. There are some projects that are, if you're looking at the projects that are being listed right now, there are a few that have been out there for a while, for a couple of years, that were not listed before, and now, for them, if the project has a big community, if the project has big revenues, and it's basically a solid working mechanism now. And the team behind it and the investors behind it with the right amount of money before the project gets out there. It does make sense for them to get listed sometimes even not. It's very, very unpredictable. I know projects that have I know a project that has over 2 million users today, and they're very active, and the platform is very active, and they are obviously offered to get listed by top tier exchanges today, but they decided not to. It depends on the project. It depends on your plans and understanding of the current market situation on exchanges and the trading volumes, and how the traders react to the new listings, whether everything's going to be dumped right away and the prices will be going down, or the project has some kind of a potential to go up. So there is a lot to it. If there is a more, I would appreciate having a more specific question on if you have a thought of, if we get out there today, will this be with this certain thing will have a negative effect on the future of the project. If I get a question like that, I will most definitely be able to share my opinion and have you understand why I think that now is not a good time and later will be better. Obviously, from the overall understanding, I think it's logical that when the market starts to go up and we see the bottom of the market and it starts going up, the volumes are going to go up. The people are going to be more attracted by newer projects that are getting listed out there, because people are going to start making money on what, or even getting back what they lost. This is one of the simple explanations of why now is not a good time, because basically most of the traders are focusing on the top tier tokens, coins, and not looking at the smaller ones now, only because a lot of people have lost a lot of money within the last year. So that's one of the main reasons of why now is not the best situation to get it done. Thank you for your question. I really like that today we had more questions than on the previous lives, and they're interesting. And I'm very happy to answer them. And like I said, you guys see that I'm being active in the chats. If I see that there is a need for me to be active, if I get tagged somewhere, it's in the main Telegram chat or on the social media, I always answer. And topics like that and questions like that actually interest me, and I think this is and very important to understand for the community in general. A lot of people have same questions, but they just don't speak out or don't ask, and I really appreciate people that do. So if you have any concerns or thoughts, maybe a lot of times, we would get a thought from the user that we didn't even think about, and we would consider it. If you have any thoughts or ideas that you could recommend or brainstorm about, I'd be very happy to get in the chat and communicate with you and answer all your questions, and maybe ask you questions as well that you will help me answering as well. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining in today. I want to thank Olga and Lena for the live stream. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. London, as always, we are going to have our admin meeting. And for the rest of us, I will see you guys next Wednesday at 6 p.m. London. And have a great rest of your day and rest of the week. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.